Hi guys, my name is Ivy and welcome to the Cave Talk Show. Now on this talk show guys, it's all about learning to live, love and laugh. Now we share our life experiences, good or bad, while giving you tips and advice that will help you to live a better life. Now in today's video guys, we're talking about becoming a father. Now in my case, I'm already a father of three. I've got a new arrival and I'm going to be sharing with you my journey over the last 9 months and prior, as well as this new experience of becoming a dad again, especially to a newborn. So stay tuned. Now, becoming a father can be one of life's greatest achievements, okay? But it comes with its challenges. Now, for those of you who are fathers, you will know what I mean. And for those of you preparing to become a father, prepare to make some sacrifices, like sleepless nights, a lot of nappy changing, a lot of books to read, social time, and the list goes on. Now, amongst all the challenges and sacrifices that we have to make as parents, there's nothing better than watching your child and your bundle of joy growing up. A lot of people will agree being a father and a parent is one of life's greatest achievements, honestly. Now, in today's conversation, guys, we're going to be talking what it's like being a father. I'll be sharing with you my journey over the last couple of years and over the last 9 months with this new arrival, as well as sharing with you my top 5 tips that I can give to you to help you on your journey of being a father. Stay tuned. Now, what does it mean to you as the viewer watching? For those of you who are fathers, what does it mean to you to be a father? Okay, now for me, over the last 9 months, it's been a journey I've had to repeat all over again. So it's been a fresh new awakening. But at the same time, guys, it's, as I said, it's been fresh. It's something I've looked forward to. Not to say that you shouldn't look forward to it, but it's been a great experience to see all over again. For some men, it's something that they probably wouldn't want to see, especially when it comes to the delivery day. And I will share that with you guys. But on this journey over the last 9 months, it has been an experience all over again to see the creation of what God has created from the beginning of sowing the seed. And yes, guys, it does take 2 people to create a child. So it's not just the one person giving birth, it's actually 2. And for men who have been through it and know, those 9 months, it's a changing experience where you've got to sacrifice some things to make sure that she's looked after, i.e. meaning obviously your partner, your wife, spouse, whatever it may be. There's some things that you're going to have to do to obviously make sure she's taken care of, and a little baby in there also. So over the last 9 months, it's been an experience where I've had to learn and relearn all over again, but at the same time really develop myself as an individual and as a man and a father again to be, because I already have 2 girls, 1 boy. Eldest, she's 14, middle, he's going to 10, and youngest, she is going to be 7. So imagine the age gap already. But it's a joyful experience because they're all looking forward to it. Each individual, so the 2 girls and the 1 boy, they're all looking forward to it, to have this new baby brother. So we're now split straight down the middle, 2 boys, 2 girls. It's amazing. So let me know in the comment section below what your journey has been like, because for me, growing up, obviously raising these 3 kids already, it has been a learning experience. And I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, I don't believe that there's one book, one video, something out there that will give you everything that you need to put to practice. Let me say it again, because I mean that in a sense, there's nothing that will really prepare you for this. Right, of this journey. For those of you who may be watching and you're about to become a father, in all honesty, books, yes, there's things out there that can help you, give you the key foundation parts, things that you need to understand, medical stuff, health and safety, all of these things. Yes, there is things that can help you, but mentally to prepare you and to actually go through it, right, I had to throw all the books away. Because as much as I knew it all already and had researched and everything else, but physically when it came down to the practice side of it, it's like learning as you go along. Then you pick and choose the bits that you've learned and put it all together. So guys, it's always a good thing to definitely prepare yourself when it comes to being a father, if it's your first time being a father. Now, what we're going to be going through is the next couple of minutes just sharing some of the 5 key tips that I've put together that will help you in obviously just developing your fatherhood and preparing you if you are about to become a father. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, It's all about spending time. Now, I put this one as number one because I find it's the most important key factor in becoming a father. Time. Now, for a lot of us and some of us, I would say in this example, not all of us had our fathers or in some cases our mothers around. But it's so important to be able to give your time as a parent to your children because it allows that development, that connection, that relationship, everything else around it. It's like when we get into relationship with new individuals, we have to spend the time. We have to invest for that relationship to grow and everything else. You have to do the exact same thing with your children. So spend your time wisely and give it all. Tip number two, guys, it's all about creating leadership, right? As the man of the house, you are a leader. Now, you've also got to be the leader to your child. Now, I'll give it to you in an example this way. A father to a son spending time. Growing up, it's all about passing on skills, knowledge, wisdom to your son for him to go and create a successful family. So you have to be that leader to your child. Create that success. You have to pass on those skills, spend that time with them for them to be developed into beautiful young individuals. Tip number three, guys, discipline with love. Now, for me personally, I come from an African background. I remember growing up, let's just say it wasn't discipline with love, because when you stepped out of line or you did something wrong, it was one of them. But hey, in the new century that we're in now, there's so many ways that you can actually develop your child to grow up without, obviously legally now, you can't smack your child. But in an African home, that's a different conversation. But in all honesty, guys, I have learned over the last couple of years and obviously raising my children that honestly, you don't have to smack your child. You don't have to be harsh, right? It's all about love. You can sincerely just talk to your child and really discipline them with love, just like God does with us, right? There's so many ways that you can communicate and actually get a child to understand, which is the main important thing, understand in love. That whatever actions that they do, wherever they step out, they misbehave, you can do that in love. So discipline in love. And don't be afraid to be hard. Okay, it's not about obviously physically hitting the child because you don't need to do that, but don't be afraid on being hard to discipline your child because at the end of the day, that discipline is for their better future. Listen to that. That discipline is for them as they grow up later on, that they don't go crazy, they don't do things that they're not supposed to, or end up being, something that you're not going to be pleased with. So don't be afraid to discipline in love. Tip number 4, guys, is be honest and open with your children or your child. Okay. Now you may be wondering, why have I put this into the equation? But I've understood and learned that over the last couple of years, let me put it to you this way. In some generations, in some backgrounds and cultures, we tend to pass on what our parents have taught us to our children. And sometimes the information may not be correct in terms of way of discipline, way of culture, and everything else. Now, in some cultures, creating that friendship and relationship with your child is normally done at a later date. Not to say that they don't already have that from birth, but things like being open and honest and having a friendship and, whatever with your child, in some cultures, it's later, which that can be a damaging effect to the relationship. Why I'm suggesting having that open and honest relationship from beginning when they grow up allows that to grow and flourish as the key foundational part that you will need, so that when they are old enough to understand, they are old enough to talk, you've already got the key foundational bits there, so that later on when it comes to that teens level, going into adulthood, certain conversations, certain topics will not be so difficult to have. Tip number 5. Now this one here, I had to finish it off because I found it to be the most important one alongside everything else. And that one is respect. Now you may be wondering again, why have I put this one in there? Because respect, right? And I want to leave you with this message here. Respect with your child, with your parents, whatever it may be, is a key top 5. Okay? As a parent to a child, respect your child. As a child to a parent, respect your parents. Because it's a key thing that's stated in the Bible, honor your mother and your father. Okay, now I want to leave you guys with this here, is about teaching your children these key fundamental things so that as they grow up, they live it. right? So it's not going to be something that's difficult for them to do, because at the end of the day, as parents, our key responsibility is to develop those child or that children or child, whatever it may be, for adulthood. Developing that child, getting them ready for adulthood. So however they turn out, it's up to us to pour in that information, to pour in that discipline, pour in that communication, whatever it is that we have to pour into that child. It's almost as like a Picasso piece, right? That's the way you got to look at it, like a Picasso piece. We are the creator, right? Even though God has given us the ability and everything else to do so, it's our responsibility to make sure that we're creating a perfect masterpiece. Now, guys, I want to leave you with this message here. For those who are obviously fathers, but you're not in your child's life, this is a call out to you. Because over the last couple of weeks preparing for this video, I have learned and seen over the years that there are many fathers, but not fathers. Let me explain. There are many fathers who have actually created children, but they're not in their lives. So I want to leave you with this. If you are watching this video or you know somebody, guys, please share this video to them, because being a father, in all honesty, transparent moment, is one of the best things I've ever done in my life. And to start with, was my first child. It was nerve-wracking, right? In all honesty, nerve-wracking. I didn't know what I was going to do, but hey, we got through it. We read, we did our research, we just stuck it in and we did it. Second child, did it. Now we're going into this beautiful new baby boy. I'm so excited. He's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, he gets his looks from me, but it's an amazing journey. Like I said, it's one of the best things that you could ever achieve, you know, amongst other things as well. So guys, if you are listening, please, if you're not in your child's life, I plead with you to get involved. It's never ever too late to make a change. And the reason why I put respect at last, because I understand that, again, the respect not only goes to the child, to the parent, or parent to the child, but it also goes from spouse to spouse, partner to partner. Let's make sure that we're respecting each other. And we are going to do an episode on relationships again, to talk about this further. But respect is one of the key things that we need to have. So guys, I appreciate you. I hope those tips and some of the advice that I've given can be helpful to you. Please comment in the comment section below and let me know what your thoughts are, what some of the life journeys you've gone through, the experiences you've had to face, even some of your worst ones, whatever it may be. Let me know in the comment section below. I hope we can keep this communication going and really continue to share and inspire each father to another father. And hey, if you're about to become a father, welcome to fatherhood. I wish you all the best. Enjoy it. It's an absolutely amazing journey, and relax. If it's your first, relax. It's gonna be okay. Guys, I appreciate you and love you. Until the next time, guys, peace.